Hello, beautiful people. Happy Saturday, happy weekend, and welcome to your practical application of astrology and personal story share. However, once again, this is going to be a bit of a mixed bag of different things because the energies are really intense and it is Mercury retrograde, and I'm just going to do my best, but I wanted to deliver something, so we just see how it goes. I do have a channeled message, but it's a bit of shorter one because I can feel my energy is not at its highest today, and yeah, definitely there's been a lot of things going on this week in preparation for this Aries eclipse that we will be experiencing on Monday. I already released my astrological forecast, fully dedicated to the Aries solar eclipse, total solar eclipse, and yeah, my tongue had slipped a few times because Mercury retrograde, what you can do. So yeah, anyway, let's just see where we can go from here. So today, Saturday, we are having Moon in a sign of Pisces. Moon has been in Pisces since yesterday. Moon will move into the sign of Aries tomorrow. And also today, this is something that I forgot to mention during my astrological forecast. I was paying a lot of attention to Venus being a new phase conjunction to Neptune, but I completely blanked out on Venus making a first sextile to Pluto since their first conjunction in Aquarius, which took place in February 17th, when this new cycle between Venus and Pluto conjuncting in Aquarius that will take place over the next 20 years, just like with Pluto and Mars and Pluto and Mercury and everybody else. That's when it began. So today, on Saturday, we are actually experiencing the first sextile between Pluto and Venus since this conjunction, and this is supporting us in going forward. And as I was saying yesterday during my astrological forecast, Venus being in Aries now, as of 4/4 portal, Venus is being reborn, and so are our relationship to everything, to ourselves, to others, and to life in general, because on April 3rd Venus made a conjunction to Neptune, and that was also under influence of Moon in Aquarius, and so was the Sun and North Node conjunction, which these were the most important thing that took place this week. It was of course Mercury station in retrograde, as we can feel, until April 25th. That's gonna be the case. So I actually slipped in my past video because I said Mercury will station retrograde on 25th. Mercury will station direct on April 25th, right on time for my birthday on 26th. So yes, we are having Mercury retrograde, Venus conjuncted Neptune, Sun conjuncted North Node, and Venus moving to the sign of Aries, all under influence of Moon in the sign of Aquarius those 2 days, and then Moon moved into the sign of Pisces, and that's where she still is. So we are definitely reminiscing, seeing what now lost meaning, what we need to leave behind, what we taking with us into the next cycle, because everything is being reborn. We are just about to experience new Moon, total solar eclipse in Aries on Monday, so everything is becoming reborn, and this is under the influence of the new phase conjunction between Sun and North Node. So there we go. There is no going back. So yeah, for me personally, with regards to my personal story share, I am still struggling with a lot of different things. I am going to be transparent here. I feel that it's all this energy of closing old cycles, so a lot of old patterns coming up, old distractions or belief system, whatever it is. So that's why I don't feel fully in my center right now. I definitely want to close the loops before the new moon takes place. I'm having my last appointment at the dentist this afternoon actually, so I'm not sure when I'll be able to publish this video, whether it's going to be before or after I come back from dentist. But either way, I am trying to close a lot of unfinished businesses. So as of next week, as of Monday, I do want to fully focus on going forward rather than looking backwards. So yeah, universe is always testing me. Every time I purchase something, there is something wrong with it, or there is a mistake or imperfection, and yeah, and I just have to live with it. I just have to learn to live with the imperfection. I'm being tested on every corner, like, hey, life is not perfect. You need to not allow this to take you out of your equilibrium. So I've been tested over and over and again with small unimportant things, and universe just throwing them at me like tiny little cherry tomatoes and saying, hey, can you stay focused, or are you gonna get distracted every time I throw a tomato, depending which part of the world you are. I was I learned English in England, so tomato tomato doesn't matter, but like little cherry tomatoes being thrown at me, and universe go like, hey, are you being distracted, or are you still paying attention? Are you focused? What are you doing? So you just have to laugh, literally you just have to laugh, because there are so many things going on in the world that are actually very serious. So it's just so and I mean, these serious things definitely can take us out of balance and make us reevaluate everything, but how quickly can we go back to balance, right? So that's what I feel like right now, with all these energies that are present with us, so many old patterns, old things, old belief systems, all like I said, all distractions, all addictions, whatever it is, it's coming to the forefront of our attention, because now as the energy is just about to shift, do we want to take these things with us into the next cycle or not? And it's up to us to decide. So just like everybody else, I'm experiencing my little things, facing my little demons, even though, like I said, in comparison with everybody else, and what everybody else is going to is probably very miniature, very small. Sorry, I had to pause my recording because I forgot my crystal that I'm holding when I'm making my videos, so I had to go and get it. And it was 6 minutes, 6 seconds. So definitely universe is agreeing, like, yeah, balance, yes, choice, number 6, and the Lover's card in the tarot. It's all about the choice. It's all about you. And your free will, whether you are in or out of balance, because the choice is always yours, right? So anyway, guys, I don't want to keep going in circles. As you can see, my mind is really on holiday right now, and it's just been such a strange time. Like, I know that the people I've been talking to are also experiencing a lot of very weird things, and as we know, there are all these situations going on in the world with the earthquakes and all these unexpected things. And of course, as we're coming closer to Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, and it's in Taurus. Taurus is the earth, Uranus is the earthquakes or anything unexpected, right? Also aviation things. Anything can take place, I'm not even taking for granted that I'll be definitely leaving Mexico at the end of the month. I mean, that's the plan, but who knows, because it's after the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction. So who knows what's gonna happen? And this is what I feel, that everything is so uncertain and so unpredictable, that it's just the best way to be is like really not to be too attached to anything, because otherwise we're just gonna be potentially disappointed or taken out of balance. So it's just like observing what's going on, and just like yeah, I see you. And I really feel like I need to pump up, like increase my meditation practice, because it's been really on the minimal. Like it's happening still every day, but it's on its bare minimal at the moment, because there's been so many distractions and so many things to do. And of course, as I'm nearing my end of stay here, as planned, I'll have to start packing and all these other things, and it's just really weird. I just feel like in between two worlds right now, because my time here is almost at the end, but not quite. So I'm already tapping into the energy of transiting and going back to Europe, relocating, and that's gonna be a very different energy I'll be dealing with over there. Which there is no better words. It's just different, and this is something that I'm always experiencing because I make my moves. I know a lot of people might think like, oh, you live in a fairy tale, traveling all around the world and not having dependence, and all this, like everybody's dream. But everything's got pros and cons, and yeah, every time I'm preparing for another move, it's like it's got its stressful factors with it itself. And like I said, there are, with all these energies, there are all these other things that are coming to the forefront, to my attention, to look at and observe and transmute and transcend this energy, which I know it's no longer serving me and it's not supporting me. And it's like, why is this still playing out? Why is this still here? And that's obviously because the lesson haven't been fully integrated. So yeah, and also the other things before I moved into my my other components of this video. the other thing is this fear, you know, like how so many people are afraid. And I can't say I'm afraid. That's not exactly, you know, how I feel, but I feel in a sense a little bit like, I don't know, like numb, like disconnected. I think it's also because I'm approaching my solar return, as I mentioned, at the end of the month. So sun based on solar return, like, you know, if you put your sun sign in ascendant, the sun is now in my 12th house, you know, all this Aries stuff, it's in my 12th house, even though in my birth chart Aries is of course in my third. But that's why I just feel like a little bit, you know, third house, 12th house, Mercury retrograde in Aries, you know, in my third house. So I really feel like, I don't know, I can't even describe it. Like I can't fully connect with my brain. I don't know, perhaps many people are experiencing the same thing with Mercury. Mercury retrograde always affects me. Like, I mean, it's self-fulfilling prophecy probably by this point, but it's just like the way my brain functions during Mercury retrograde is very, very different. They said like, oh yeah, you can be more intuitive, more tapped in and stuff. And that's of course if the old patterns are not coming around for reevaluation, you know, the old ways of thinking and all distractions to not take you out of, so they don't take you out of your intuitive center. And then yes, then you can focus on all of that. But if those things are present, which of course they are right now because of the, you know, of the energies, because of Mars being in a sign of Pisces, so it's bringing up everything that needs to be transcended, so the old cycles can end, because a new cycle is already here. Like this North Node Sun conjunction, that's it, you know, the new cycle already begun, it's already here, the new energy is already here, this is a new cycle. This eclipse, unlike the ones that happened before, the Aries eclipse last year, the Libra 2 eclipses we've already had, this is happening in a new phase conjunction with North Node, and that's a very, very different energy from the previous one. I know I've been repeating that many times in my last video yesterday, but it really is, you know, that really this energy of where we go in, this seeding, like these roots of the new earth, this new experience on this planet that will be created. And it's just so interesting because really I even had a dream about it, you know, like what it will be like. I don't remember the details, but I remember how I felt, and it was like so amazing. And I was like, oh my God, you know, if people knew where we're heading, they wouldn't be afraid. They wouldn't be afraid where we are right now. But of course, there is a lot that needs to take place, a lot that we need to go through, because we're technically changing everything. We're changing the systems, we're changing our approach to life, to ourselves, to each other, to everything. So there is a certain trajectory we've been following for a very long time, and that all of that is being changed now. It's coming to the abrupt stop and it's being changed, and it's not exactly comfortable. And you know, I understand that, and like I said, to a certain extent there are factors of that which I'm experiencing even here in my little cocoon, and then going back to Europe and facing the big world out there, it's just going to be very different, because being here in Mexico, it feels, and I guess now, especially with the Mercury retrograde, my disconnections from my brain, being in Mexico, it really feels like you're living in a different reality. Like at least for me, because my life in England or anywhere in Europe, or even when I was on a cruise ship, which, you know, was Neptunian in its own nature. But being in Mexico, really, it feels, at least here in Puerto Vallarta, because it's a, you know, it's a touristic place, it really feels like being removed from reality. Like, there are so, unless people really look for the information like news and stuff, that there is so little that I know about what's going on, like unless I really go looking for it. So yeah, so it's as you can see, I'm not making very much sense. It's just everything is very nebulous, and it's so interesting because all these planets are in Aries, of course, so you would think like, oh yeah, we're going ahead. But with this Mercury retrograde ruling by Mars in Pisces, and like I keep saying, everything in Aries is ruled by Mars in Pisces, and Mars is in a closing phase with Saturn. They're gonna have a conjunction on Wednesday, and Mars is also in closing phase with Neptune, and they're gonna have a conjunction on April 28th, which thankfully is right after Mercury stations direct. Okay, not retrograde, station direct. Mercury is retrograde right now. So anyway, guys, I'm not gonna torture you by listen to me not making any sense. So I'm going to read the channeled message, even though it is only a short one, and then we're gonna pull some cards, because I feel I really need help from the spirit, because I cannot really I cannot really self-actualize very well in this video. So let's just see what we can get. So anyway, so this is the message I get. got to share, and then I'm going to pull some cards, and then we're going to leave it at that. Hopefully not too long video today, because I've been making very long videos, and I guess probably people don't really have a time to watch it. So anyway, what do my spirit guides want me to share today? So, silence the noise of the world around you, if only for a moment. It's time to reconnect with the essence of you and vision of the life you wish to create. These are some incredibly potent and powerful energies that are becoming available to you to tap into during this eclipse season. Do not allow the external distraction to overtake your consciousness and keep you away from your creative focus. All the unmanifested potential of the universe is available to you to tap into at this time. You and the entire world around you are experiencing a process of rebirth. A new earth energy is streaming through and taking roots there on beautiful Gaia. You are ready, and this is the time you all have been waiting for many lifetimes. This is the incarnation where when everything is being given back to you, becoming available to you again to step into your full potential of the sovereign divine being that you truly are. Those are the golden times of the golden age that are being seeded. The energies that are streaming through are supporting this incredible process of change. The new has already arrived, the wheel has already turned, the clock that was ticking prior to this moment has been rewinded, I think is the word. Everything is changing, you are changing, embrace the change, embrace who you are becoming, who you were born to become. Everything that came before, all the previous lifetimes and incarnations brought you to this point to make all of this possible. Everything is possible. The veil is lifting, the spell is breaking, the memory of your true nature is returning, the life on earth is waking up from a very long sleep. What took place before had a meaning and purpose at the time it was taking place. However, now a new energy is present, a new experience is desired, the experience of sovereign empowered you. The whole you, the reunited you. Oneness is what's needed. Return to oneness and light is what's desired. The highest expression of the Neptune archetype. Return to oneness. Return back to the source, unity consciousness. Enough of the separation, loneliness, and sense of loss, abandonment, and betrayal. You can never be lost or alone. Is the illusion of the mind, the Maya, which is the result of the external conditioning. Now it's time to break out of that, to reclaim your birthright for a life filled with love, purpose, meaning, joy, and peace. Life that is free-flowing and expansive. Life lived to its full potential. This is too great of a change to happen instantly. Too much has happened in the past many thousands of years to be erased instantly. It would create too much instability and chaos. Things will change gradually over the time. However, stay assured, things will change, and they will be changing faster than ever before. The new energy is already here. It's already working its way towards manifestation. The more of you do the work that needs to be done to free yourselves from the restraints of the past, the faster the manifestation of the new earth will take place. It's going to happen one way or another. There is no stopping this. The universe has a new desire, a desire for return to oneness, peace and harmony, returning back to itself, back to wholeness, back to love and light. What's not in alignment with these energies of change will self-destruct. The lessons of the past are culminating. The new learning opportunities are already here, available for you to tap into whenever you are ready. You cannot go wrong if you follow your heart and the voice of your soul. Tune in and listen. This eclipse will usher in what's needed, what's necessary. Trust and don't fear. You'll never be abandoned, you'll never be forgotten. You have so much support and help available to you at this time. Ask for whatever you need so you feel supported. You have free will and we cannot interfere unless absolutely necessary. So ask and you shall receive. Trust, dear child. Everything is divinely orchestrated. There's nothing to fear. Your soul is ready for this. Tap into your heart. Tap into your heart, find your center and peace within, and you will withstand anything that you encounter. You are loved and you are blessed always. So this is the message I have, shorter than previously, but like I said, my energy is definitely not at its fullest, but I wanted to bring something in. So I'm going to pull some cards, see what comes through with the cards. I only pulled the major arcanas yesterday from the Rider-Waite Tarot, and before I started shuffling, there was the World card at the bottom of the deck, which just describes everything we are experiencing, and then the card of the Star came up, which is Aquarius, the hope for the future, and at the bottom of the deck was the Strength. So this is something that we are building up at the moment. We are building up our own sense of strength, our resiliency, and this is what is going to support us going forward, and this is how we're going to step into our self-empowerment by taking the responsibility for our life, for our creation. And it's not going to happen instantly, it's not going to happen without its challenges, but this is the process. This is a step-by-step process, because Pisces in opposition is Virgo, and that's about discernment and step-by-step process of learning. So we start with the Queen of the Moon. I already released the Stars and Cards episode 19, which is interesting because that adds up to number 10, which is the culmination, the endings and new beginnings, the 1, which is the Magician, the 0, which is the void, the unlimited potential, what it can be, and the number 19 is the Sun in a tarot. So the sun is shining on us. So that's what I mean. Whatever is happening, no matter how challenging it is, it is happening in alignment with the source, with what needs to be happening, even though on the human plane and with our human life mind, we might not understand it, but there is so much we don't see, we don't know, so we just need to learn to trust. So anyway, let's see about Queen of the Moon. I'm going to pull another card for us with regards to these energies that we are encountering at the moment, and see what comes out. Okay, so Queen of the Moon Oracle, another card of support for the eclipse energy of the total solar eclipse in Aries. Oh my god, there is another noise. Every time I'm recording, there is a noise outside. Well, I'm sorry, but the neighbors decided that this is the good time for them to start playing music, so there is nothing I can do about it. So I guess we're just going to have a background Mexican music in this video. So anyway, let's just continue. This card wants to jump out. Okay, we got the card of resilience, 21, which is the number 3, and that is the number of Jupiter, the number of growth. And we can see how much we've been carrying. We've been carrying all this, everything that came before, we've been carrying to make us stronger, to make us who we are now, to prepare us for the times that we are encountering at the moment, because that was necessary. Everything we experienced prior to this experience that we are having right now was preparing us for this moment. But look how much we've been carrying. It's time to let it go, which is why Mars, as the ruler of the North Node and Aries, it's in Pisces, right? So resilience, number 3, we are in a month 3, because even though it's the 4th month, April, we are in the year 8, and 4 and 8 is 12, which is the hangman, the Neptune, but it's also together it comes to number 3, which is all about expansion, growth, and it's a Jupiterial archetype. So here we go. What are we learning? We are learning resiliency. We are learning to take care of ourselves and our dreams. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, resilience. Making mistakes builds resilience. I have learned my lessons from the mistakes I have made. I stand strong. I am an adult and I act with self-responsibility. I am strong and resilient. As we stretch and expand towards our intentions, we will most likely meet resilience or wait for it, make mistakes or fail altogether. This is where resilience, confidence, and our inner will come into play. We might ask ourselves, how much do we really want? What we are going for? Does what we want align with our needs and values? Are we really devoted to having it? Do we think we are enough? Do we have the strength to keep going? While all of us at some time have to go through periods of imbalance and difficulty, even of suffering, it is important to learn to grow and rely on our resilience. This is true power from the inside out. Building out reserves of resilience, this ability to stand strong and bounce back, is something that has at its heart wisdom and learning taken from experience. Having resilience allows us the solidity and yet the freedom to grow and to take that leap to the next level. It allows us to reach higher with the stability that makes things less risky and allows us to create with a bit more pleasure. Remember, mistakes are simply information gathering. That's it. The less drama and guilt and shame you attach to them, the better. The experience of failure or mistakes is simply one of learning. That is all. As we move around the lunar cycle and in life, we can see how things might have occurred before and that we have experience in how to handle them. Even if we don't have direct experience, we can build resilience as an insurance policy against being devastated by the opinions of others. While someone might say something nasty about us, when we compare this to what we know to be true about ourselves, it truly is no great hurt and really just a piece of information gathering. And the metal on story is azurite. So this is what we've been doing until this point, all the previous incarnations. But you see, now it's time to let it go. It's time to let this go, to free ourselves. So anyway, so this is our Queen of the Moon. So this is what's happening with this new moon in Aries. We are understanding that everything that happened prior to this was just helping us to get where we are, which is exactly what was said in the channeled message. All our previous incarnations, last pastimes, everything was preparing us for exactly what we are experiencing right now. Okay, now we're going to get some guidance from angels and ancestors. And yeah, I might have to cut this video a bit shorter than I wanted because this noise is really disturbing me. Okay, here we go. So, angels and ancestors. Okay, what guidance can we receive from our angels and ancestors at this time for the total solar eclipse in Aries? Okay, I'm just gonna take the top one. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. There we go, an aboriginal. So whatever our ancestors experience and had to experience in order for us to be born and to come back, now we're moving beyond. That's what I mean, we're moving beyond everything that came before. So here are all the ancestor patterns and all the wisdom that is available to us, because everything that came before is now in full manifestation and we can learn from it and we can move beyond. We don't have to keep repeating the same mistakes. Our ancestors are cheering on us to make a new choice, to move in a new direction. So when they come back, and when we once come back, if we do, we don't have to keep experiencing the same patterns, because at the moment what we can see as the totality of manifestation of everything that came before, and those are the patterns of the past, and many of them don't serve us anymore, they don't support us, and they definitely are not, well, a lot of it is not desired in where we're going, where we're heading in this new new earth. Okay, here we go. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns, move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members past and present. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. The Aboriginal people are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition and balance with the earth. So the Aboriginal ancestors are offering you not only wisdom that will help you heal and adapt to that ever-changing planet, but also an understanding of what a spiritual life should be. Extended message. The elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is an embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. Know that you get to decide what you take on, and also know that your ancestors are rooting for you and are sorry for any setbacks that they have created for you. This is so perfect because it goes so in alignment with the message and with the first card, and it's exactly what I said. You know, but it's also the blessing. It's not just the hardship we inherited, it's also the blessing. So let's just be grateful for everything. And yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing. So this is what I mean. We literally are at a time where we have the opportunity to create a brand new story. We don't have to keep recreating the same wheel, right? We don't have to keep going in the circles. We can just go beyond now, because this is exactly what is meant for all of us on our evolutionary ladder, because this is where we are all going, into the new that has not been explored before. The entire universe is ascending with us, and it's necessary. We have to come with it. We are part of it. So as everything is ascending, so are we. Okay, and now we're going to ask Mystic Shaman Oracle. So this was Angels and Ancestors. So I don't know why, I just really feel like wisdoms of these elders, and you know, of this like Mother Gaia, because I feel that's why, you know, we feel all these disruptions with regards to Earth, because Mother Gaia, you know, Mother Earth wants us to know that, hey, you know, I've been here all along. You know, you just need to reconnect to that which really matters. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this one will tell us. So this is what I mean, you know, we just have to keep going despite the distraction of Mexican music, which was the biggest challenge for me since I arrived in Mexico. So I'm not surprised that this is happening. It's like literally you can't make this up. Okay, Mystic Shaman, let's see what guidance we get from the world of mystical shamans. Well, perhaps you guys enjoy this music, like who am I to judge? Okay, this one. Giveaway, the giveaway, 23, number 5. Well, there is a being touching the sun. It looks like an angel, and it seems like these are all planets. It's funny because, you know, with the eclipse there is a Earth, Sun and a Moon, right? And look, you got the 3 objects. And there is something, that angel, the winged angel, which is, you know, that's you, that's me, that's all of us. We have angelic frequency within us. We are all everything. So we all have angels in our spirit guide teams, and also there is an angelic within us, right? So look, it's reaching for the sun. It's reaching for the light. It's reaching for the light. So that's what I mean. We have these ancestors. We have the resilience that we've been carrying through all these previous lifetimes, and the elders are now cheering us on. It's time to change the patterns and reach for the sun, reach for this new energy that is becoming available to us. So let's see what the giveaway wants to tell us. And it's number 5, which is the number of change. Okay, giveaway, the essence. The giveaway is the gift to offer, is the gift you offer to life without attachment, without expecting anything back. You can only give what is truly yours, a smile, a note of encouragement, and gentle touch, and a kind word. This is not giving to others what you no longer want, like a sweater that no longer fits, but gifting that which is most precious, your authentic love and genuine feelings. The invitation: make a list of 10 people and think for which you are grateful. Connect with the feeling of gratitude. The giveaway comes to ask you to feel the same gratitude without needing anything or anyone to inspire it, and to share this gratitude with those you meet. As you offer thanks, your heart opens and you start realizing how much life has given you. You heal your feelings of scarcity and open yourself to the abundance that surrounds you. The giveaway invites you to be in the flow of life as you give freely and receive freely. The medicine: is it difficult for you to set limits on how much of yourself you give? If you give more than is healthy, then you will not be able to give for long. You'll feel resentful with your partner or associates, or you'll feel like the world owes you something in return. Notice if you give for any reason other than pure generosity. Are you trying to be liked or accepted? Are you hoping to heal an old wound? Stay giving to yourself first and foremost. Offer yourself the care, the love, the time, and the acceptance that you are longing for. Once you experience plenty, then you can truly give to others. So this is all about the giving and receiving, the abundance flow, the gratitude. So, but I still see, this is what I see with regards to the theme we have weaving here. I still feel that's what it is. We are grateful for everything that came before, for the lessons that taught us resiliency and all the patterns of the past. But now is time. Now is time to open ourselves up for receiving more light. And the only way we're going to be able to open ourselves up to that is to reconnect with our true essence, with our authenticity. And also that is the biggest gift, right? The gift that you came here to give to the world is to be you, to become authentic, that is your purpose, that is your Leo, that is your heart, to give from the heart. And the only way we can give from the heart is when we connect it to the heart. And the only way we connect it to the heart is when the soul is present, right? So we feel like overflowing cup. So in order to give, you need to be able to receive, and receive to give. It's a continuous flow, but the main thing I feel is to connect with ourselves. So then we can give that authentic nature, the true essence of who we are to the world, which is what we came here to do. And that is in alignment with the Aquarian age, because the Aquarius and Leo are in a position, they come as a pair. The star and the strength that came yesterday, that comes as a pair. So this is exactly what it is. Oh gosh, the music is probably stopping, thanks God, I really hope so. So anyway, let me just tune in. So this is literally what I feel, because every single one of us just came here to be ourselves. You know, that's why I even have on my business card, I have the quote from Dane Ruthard. I have it on my website as well. When you don't follow your nature, there is a hole in the universe where you were supposed to be. And that's literally what it is. We all just came here to be ourselves, to play the role that we chose to play. And that is changing, and especially in this lifetime, in this incarnation, because of how everything is progressing so quickly, and how, you know, we're living in a fast-changing, transformative times. We all be playing multiple roles, multiple purposes. You are not the same person you were, you know, like 10 years ago, not even last year, you know, when this new moon solar eclipse, when we had the previous one. And like I said yesterday in my video, we had 2 new moons in Aries, and there were all these different things happening at the time. So we all came here to embody the true authentic nature of what we are, because we are a unique expression of the source. We came from one and returned to one, but we are a unique expression of the source, and this is what we came here to offer. We came here to offer that to the world, and then, you know, and then at the same time we are receiving that which the world has to offer to us. So this is how it works. Okie doke. So that was our second card, giveaway, third card, giveaway. So we have resilience, elder, and giveaway, and that's number 23, which is the number 5, the number of change. So things are changing because we are starting to understand, hopefully, we starting to understand what this really is about. This life on planet Earth, like I was saying in my video yesterday. I don't believe we came here just to slave away and to survive and to, and then to check out and that's it, Like there is so much more we came here to do. Like, like we are this unlimited potential waiting to be manifested. Okay, so last time or the time before, whenever that was, I used the Akashic record, which is when we got the man with the heart, and I know prior to that we got the heart in the cage. Yeah, last week, we got the man with the heart and we had the angel. So now from the same author, Sandra and Taylor, I chose Quantum Oracle because that one was winking at me, and I almost never use this deck. Very, very rarely. Like if I use it once or twice before. So let's see what comes out, because this time it wanted to be part of the reading. And look at the beautiful backs of the cards. It looks gorgeous. I love the colors. Okay, so let me get the booklet ready, and then we are going to read. Okay, I got it ready. So let's see. Okay, the Quantum Oracle. Let's see what message there is for us for this new moon total solar eclipse in Aries, with regards to these quantum leaps and bounds that we are experiencing. Okay, one flew out. Loss. But I think, well, it's hard to say if it was upside down because it flew out, so I don't know. Number 2, events. So the events in life. So you can see there is a boat leaving. It looks almost like the 2 of Wands, like where we are waiting for the boat, making a choice. Like, what are we going to do? What choice are we going to make? So anyway, you can see a boat has just left the port. The boat is going on its journey. This really reminds me, I don't know which card it is, but it's either the Psychic Tarot or Psychic card. I really have no idea which card is it. I can't remember now. But it's got similar depiction where it's like a boat leaving the port. But, we might feel that we are losing something. We lost something is gone. Something is gone from our life. But look at that. That boat is the boat is at the sea, at the ocean. Well, what is the sea? Is the source. Is the Neptune, is the unlimited potential of everything it can be, and the sun is shining. The boat is going the sea is calm, it's not like really choppy, so we're going to explore, we're going to follow the sun, we're going to follow our purpose. It's exactly that. It's literally, you can see how the cards are literally building on the top of each other. We're reaching for the sun by becoming our true authentic self, and there's the gift we offer into the world, and tapping into the gifts the Gaia has to offer to us, this human incarnation, the gifts that we take with us when we go back to spirit world, which is the memories, the experiences. That's what we came here to do, to gather experiences. And here we see something that is perceived as loss, but actually it's offering a brand new horizon. We're going to explore brand new horizons. We are following our sun. So let's see what actually the card is telling us with regards to this. But this is how I read it anyway. Okay, let's see. This is, I don't even know what is the order of the cards here, so just bear with me. Okay. Davos. The events. Oh, here we go. So even suit is the very last one. Loss. 134. Sorry guys, almost there. Okay, I got it. I got it. Thank you for waiting. Okay, lost separation. So like I said, because it flew out, I don't know if it was upright or, reverse. We're gonna read both and see. So upright, a man stands near a pier holding a freight rope in his hand. He looks out to the sea. He realizes his beautiful sailboat is drifting further and further away from here. Okay, so the boat is gone without him. This card signals a time of loss for you. While it might be something minor, it could mean that someone you care about is slowly drifting away. There might even be a complete severing of ties in a romantic, family, or work relationship. This card could also signify a personal financial loss, as stock investments could go south, or some valuables could be stolen. However this loss manifests in your life, it's important that you address the difficulty with calm, self-loving clarity. Let yourself grieve, vent your anger and sadness in your journal, and as you do, make sure you also release the negative energy. Turn to supportive people and enjoyable activities in your life. Let yourself slowly take control and re-establish your power and peace of mind. Give it time and know that your soul has something even better coming your way. And then reverse, which, like I said, I don't know which way it was, but let's see what the reverse is saying. In the reverse position, the sailboat is floating back to the man. This indicates an old loss either returning or being replaced by something new. A period of sadness or limitation is coming to an end. Your life is opening up to more joyous connections and achievements, once even more wonderful than those you had lost. On an energetic level, there is something you need to remember, and if an old love or even an old job is coming back to you, you must approach this renewal with an honoring heart. Make sure to work on the issues that were problematic the first time round. You deserve harmony and honoring in your life. To give it to yourself and let yourself expect it from others. If you find yourself attracting something or someone newer, never forget that you deserve the best. The universe is abundant and ready to make your dreams come true. Open your heart and your life to the wonders on their way to you now. Affirmation: all of life is a process. As I honor myself and my emotions, wonderful people and things will come my way. Either way, you can look at it whichever way you want. Obviously, me being the optimist with Jupiter in the first house, Aquarius, I see this as a new opportunity coming our way. You know, whether you are on the boat or not, there is a horizon to be explored. And yeah, if something is coming back to you, either way, like I was saying in my brief personal story share, things are coming around for us to decide, you know, does this still hold a meaning for me? Does this play a role in my life? Do I want to keep taking this into the future with me? Do I need to re-experience in this? So yeah, so we can look at it, you know, as something that is challenging, or something that we've lost, or something that is difficult, or we can look at it as a learning opportunity. And yeah, let go what doesn't serve. So reversed or not reverse, you decide, you know. This is the beauty of your free will. You decide. Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? At the bottom of the deck we have letting go. So I'm going to include it because obviously I'm not sure how this card was. But at the bottom of the deck we have this card is upright. And it's interesting because when I was actually shuffling this deck, this is the card that winked at me. Letting go. So look at all these things that she's trying to pull with herself. This dog is already like running away, and she's trying to drag these dogs with her into this new door. You know, there are all these doors opening up for us. That's so funny. So you can literally see universe is opening all these well, there are all these doors available, and she chose, I'm taking this door, and then she's dragging these dogs and they don't want to come. This one is already escaping, is going somewhere else. But yeah, we are guided to go for an adventure, and some things are going to come with us, some won't, just like the card of loss said, right? Some people will come with us, some won't. But you need to follow your heart. You didn't come here to live other people's life. So anyway, let's see. I'm curious about this card, but it's very interesting. So we feel like we've lost someone. This reminds me kind of like a 5 of Cups. Right? Like crying over spilled milk. We feel like if we've lost something, something is escaping from us, right? Even though I still see this is a potential to go explore new horizon and follow your purpose. But here we see like there is something we potentially might have to let go of in order to enter this door. You know, there's this path that is calling us, all these opportunities, but there is something that we want to be dragging back with us, or something that is holding us back. Like this dog is like, you know, trying to like, no, don't go, don't go. So what is it? So interesting. Events and energies, 2 E's. Okay, let's see. Let's see what these energies want to tell us. Okay, let me just pause this so you don't have to wait forever for me to find the card. Okay, guys, this didn't take me so long, so I got it already. So releasing attachments, letting go, releasing attachments. So here we go. So that's the card, so you can see it, right? A woman releases powerful dogs that have been dragging her along. The dogs have been pulling her in different directions and holding her back from the inviting options that has long that she has longed to experience. In order to enter these enticing adventures, she's choosing to free herself from those old impediments. And you have the power to free yourself as well. There's something in your life that you are ready to let go of. It could be an old job, a location, or even a relationship that doesn't suit you anymore. And whether or not there's an external situation you need to release, there is likely to be an internal pattern that must be shed in order to achieve the happiness and the outcomes you desire. Look within. Are you plagued with a critical or worrisome thought pattern, an unhealthy or even addictive behavior? If so, you need to know that you're engaged in some major self-sabotaging energy, but this is a vibration you can change. It's time to master up the discipline you need to let go. Free yourself from the Free yourself from the inner and outer beasts that have been dragging you down and open your life to the unencumbered destiny that you deserve. And the affirmation: I release unhealthy attachments and make choices that honor me. I move toward my own objectives with joy and trust. So that's it. That's the perfect confirmation. Whatever needs to be released from your life, whether you feel sad about it or not, there is something we all are releasing. Like I've been saying, even me, I really hope that people don't think that I have it all figured out, because I am really going through some of my own challenges right now, some of my own sabotaging behavior. So this is I think very much connected to this Aries total eclipse, because this is ushering a new energy, and the new energy is already there. You can see the door is already open, the door is already there, but there are things that we need to release. You see, she's also wearing white, which is the purity. We starting afresh, we starting from the beginning. Also, the man has a white shirt, but black pants, he think oh my god, these things are leaving my life, what am I going to do? But perhaps that is what we need to let go of. That's what I mean. This reminds me too, energy, 5 of Cups, and depiction, the 2 of Wands. We waiting for the journey to begin. And here you see we can set on a journey, but what is it that's dragging us back, right? So so it's also with the releasing our patterns, right? Move beyond ancestral patterns, what it is that we have to release, what energy. And this is so interesting. So look, we have we pull the card of the events, which is number 2, and then I pull the card number 3, energies, and look what this was. 23, 2 and 3, 23. So change is coming, because ready or not, we are pushed to release something of the past, because it's no longer in alignment. Just like in the channeled message, it's no longer what the source wants to experience. We want to tap into the frequency that is now streaming through, because this is what is being manifested. So literally, this is a weird way to put it, but and I know people will probably start imagining all sorts of scientific, sci-fi, horrific scenarios, but I really feel that the planet is being taken over. But not taken over by, aliens and some beings that's going to enslave us and stuff. That happened a long time ago, okay? That already took place. Now it's the other takeover. It's the takeover by the light. This is literally what I feel. And I know it sounds weird, but this is literally what I feel. There is so much light streaming onto the planet, and, our higher self, our essence is reaching for it. I really feel that that's what's happening. That's what's coming with this eclipse, even though, I don't know traditionally if there is something from the Vedic astrology or, something that, people are afraid of or whatever. I don't follow any of this. I don't listen to any of this, because I am creating my own life, and I am not going to be scared because of whatever happened in the past. So anyway, so that's why I don't go investigating into what happened last time, la 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 la. And I'm not saying that, you know, perhaps for some people it's useful, it's not what's useful for me personally, but I go to check, like, yeah, what was happening. Like I said yesterday, I was digging, you know, quite deep into all these previous eclipses and stuff, you know, and when it was taking place, what was happening, la la la, you know. But I look at it from the place of self-empowerment to see that, yes, this is not something that is a surprise, you know, this is something that we've been ready for a long time. So yeah, the takeover on the planet, you know, by the lower vibrational forces that imprisoned humanity, apparently 10,000 years ago, that is ending. Now is this new takeover, the light is coming in, the light is streaming through. And it's time to let this go, you know. We don't have to keep carrying that anymore. Yeah, it made us who we are, and we are grateful, you know. We have to be grateful, right? The gratitude, giving and receiving. But it's time to learn. It's time to learn from the past and not keep dragging and keep crying over the spilled milk. And, you know, perhaps, yes, perhaps these people that we are going to miss, perhaps these old jobs, perhaps these friends, whatever it is that we need to release, yeah, like, it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be like, oh yeah, never mind, good riddance, because there is the attachment. It's also the attachment of the ego that this is someone we once were, you know, connected to this experience that was part of our journey. But that's what I feel, you know, with this new moon, total solar eclipse, even though it's a dark moon, and even though, you know, it's an eclipse, which is something that people used to be scared of, and I guess perhaps still some are. To me, this just represents an energy which is destined. It's something that there is no, like, we have a free will in regards to how you're gonna, you know, how you're gonna respond to this energy, how you're gonna use it. That's up to you. But the fact is that this planet is being taken over by light, so we need to change. We need to change to match that frequency. So this is why all these old patterns, mine included, you know, mine included, are coming up to the surface. Everything is coming up to the surface because it's time for change. And like with us or without us, you know, the Gaia, planet Earth, is already ascending, you know, it's already like increased its vibration, which is why we have all these releases, you know, all this earthquake and stuff. The earth is letting the steams, because everything that we are feeling, everything we're going through, she's soaking in. We are all connected, you know, the earth feels that. That's why there is so much distraction, because as above, so as below, so above, as within, so without, you know, everything is a mirror. So yeah, so this makes perfect sense. Okay, we're coming to an hour, even though this was meant to be a short video. There you go. I really felt very strongly pulled to pull card from this deck. It's got a very long description, so I don't think I very rarely use the decks from Alana Fairchild, even though she's one of my most favorite, but her descriptions are so long, so I don't know how much of a description I'll be able to read. But this is called Earth Warriors, and I don't want to trigger people with the word warrior. If it triggers you, perhaps you need to ask yourself why. I class myself as a spiritual warrior. Excuse me. So anyway, this is the deck that I felt the need to use. So whatever is the message in there, and like I said, you know, angels and ancestors, mythical shamans, you know, here, quantum oracle. Now we have the earth warriors. Like, these are some very potent energies we are playing with here. So anyway, let's see. So earth warriors. So what is the card? What is the guidance, spirit? You know, what cards want to be acknowledged for this reading? Woo! Okay, we have a card. Okay, these are very interesting. Oh my God, hummingbird. You know, the hummingbird been coming up so much for me recently, and even for one of my clients. And hummingbird is about being in a present moment. Okay, so here we go. Look. You have a hummingbird there focusing on a tree. There is a sun behind. So we have to focus on what's in front of us. We have to focus on what it is that we, you know, we want to, how you say, you know, like experience as a taste-wise, you know, like what we want to savor the moment. And also visioning, you know, there is a person, you know, like very spiritual looking person that is having eyes closed. We are visioning, you know, while focusing on, we are visioning in our present moment while focusing on the task on hands, but giving it wings. I feel that we giving our vision wings. We are no longer just hoping or trying to like, oh yeah, I wish I just got, I don't know, a promotion or more money, but we're going beyond. And also look, there is this sun is over again, sun, we have all these sun cards, even here where the woman is going, even though it's night, you can see the light, you know, she's following the light. And then we have sun here, right? Even though the guy is upset that he lost his boat. And the sun, you know, it's all this sun. Sun is the strength card, which is the number 8, right? And that's what came yesterday. So, sweet paradox of empowering grace. Look how beautiful is this card. And yet the hummingbird. Focus on the flower in front of you. Don't get too distracted. Focus on the task on hand. Focus so you can visualize, so you can create. And the sun is shining. Look at all these yellow and orange, solar plexus and sacral chakra, creation. These are such a beautiful card, seriously. But the description is so long. So anyway, let me see what I can read. Oh, and it's 28. 2 and 8. 28. 10. Culmination. Ending a new beginning. 2. Duality. Spirit. You and spirit. The reunification of us with the higher self. And the 8. Again, the number 8. 8. Abundance. Okay, let's see. I have it right here. I wasn't too far off. Quente. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but maybe somebody knows. Anyway, let me see what I can read. Sweet paradox of empowering grace. When the mind says no, but the heart leaps with joy, we are ripe for a transmission of empowering grace. Isn't that what we've been saying? You know, the ego might be afraid, the ego might not know, and we'll be afraid of the unknown, but the heart knows, you know, the higher self knows, you know. So anyway, let me not interrupt myself. The sweet paradox is that the more impossible the situation appears to be, the more we are supported through grace. Our divine success manifests swift and complete. Let the faith of the heart overcome doubt. Allow your mind to be filled with wonder and the unlimited power of the divine, and you shall bear witness to sacred manifestation. In reading, can you see it? When there is something within your heart that you know you are on this planet to accomplish, you shall be given equal grace, power, talent, and ability to succeed in that mission. This is the divine promise and sacred plan for you. If a miracle is required for success, then one shall be given. Pray with courage and confidence for your rightful divine inheritance, and allow your bold heart and loving soul to believe in your beautiful, hope-filled destiny. And then is, you know, what this person was. Gosh, this is so long. So Quente is the sky jewel of the Andes, brings you hummingbird who bears the soul medicine of spiritual grace, the evolution to conquer any obstacles, and the extraordinary power of the heart. The concept of spiritual grace can be challenging to the mind. We often don't realize just how much we have been conditioned to subconsciously demand that progress in our lives be difficult, even whilst at conscious level we bemoan and struggle and wish that things could be easier. We want help, but we believe that we are unworthy or have to earn our success completely off the back of our own efforts. Whilst the divine wants us to engage and participate in the fulfillment of our destiny, if we do not surrender our arrogance and learn how to surrender spiritually, we will never fulfill our potential. There is a way to allow for spiritual grace to that any obstacle can be surmounted. Even the invisible ones that seem to block your progress from some unknown source. If it is not a question of needing to become more powerful, but rather of your relationship to the divine needing to become more vitalized, then grace can flow, creating success in the same situations that would have otherwise defended you. When hummingbird brings you medicine, you have a high spiritual destiny, one that is going to triumph against apparently insurmountable odds stacked against you. Hummingbirds have the highest metabolic rate of any animal on earth, with their hearts capable of beating at over 1,000 beats per minute. These remarkable little creatures have an exceptionally high need for oxygen, yet some of the species had evolved to thrive in a low oxygen, high altitude environments of the Andes Mountains, flying at over 15,000 feet above sea level in truly rarefied air. This has become possible because of the seemingly tiny genetic mutation in how oxygen is metabolized in the blood. This subtle inner evolution opened up the power of some hummingbirds to thrive quite literally in higher worlds. Hummingbird medicine empowers the soul for success in situations that would seem most unlikely. This medicine brings a subtle adjustments within the blood or feminine life force and how it receives the processes, the enlivening presence of spirit. This in turn leads to extraordinary and heightened abilities, trust in the incredible possibilities that birthed through the union of the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies within you. So this is what I mean. Imagine that we were in strive of oxygen. We were like put in a box so small that we couldn't even breathe anymore. And this is why the planet now is being taken over by light, because this darkness cannot keep being in charge anymore anyway. So this is what I feel, how like we cannot go any further with this. We cannot go any further with this because we learn to breathe at 15,000 feet above the ocean view, but about the sea level. So now it's time to reconnect with the divine and fulfill our potential. It's again about the potential. So yes, like so there are two things that I can see in this: how small we had to become to survive, but we survived. We are so resilient. But also imagine how much greater we can become once we reconnect to who we truly are. So this is so perfect. So perfect. This having medicine. Yeah. Like we acknowledge where we are at this moment because we've gone such a long way, and it made us who we are, but we can go much further once we remember who we actually are, who we came here to become. So anyway, there is just a healing process, but it's in other 2 pages, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay, and I just want to close this with one more card from the Psychic Tarot, and that's it. We're gonna leave it at that. But yeah, this is very profound. So it literally like with this, spiritual, and it's about the evolution. It's literally like, this is literally where we are at our evolutionary passage. We need to step back into our divinity. That's it. There is no other way. There is no other way forward. This is literally where we at. That's it. Mars is in Pisces. We need to reconnect to the source, to our higher self. Okay, one more card from the Psychic Tarot, and straight away. Emotional loss. I didn't even ask the question. 5 of Cups. Emotional loss. That reminds me of this guy. I didn't even have a time and it already jumped out. 5 of Cups. You see? It's part of the evolution. Literally all the cards are saying exactly the same thing. What it is that is still holding us back, that we perceive as something that we've lost, something that we want, but is it still serving us? And look, he's holding the heart. We need to trust the heart. Is the evolution, is the Nautilus shell, is the spiral, is the hummingbird. We came here to co-create a brand new world. Emotional loss, but this is how we're feeling right now. And that something, it's gone, right? But is it still serving us? Is it still supporting us? There are some aspects of it that are, which we are taking with us, but a lot of it is no longer. We're just holding on because we don't know any better, because there is nothing else, right? And oh my God, yes, again, number 5. So we already had 23, which is 5. Then we had these 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 5, and now we have a third 5. Definitely changes, we can tell with this eclipse. There are a lot of changes coming for sure. The number 5 emotional card comes forth at the time when you might be experiencing or grieving a loss of someone or something you were emotionally attached to. Honor your feelings. Only by healing and loving yourself, by letting go of the past, can you continue your journey. The suffering associated with this loss delivers profound wisdom and knowledge for your soul. Right? Where is this? The wisdom of elders. Right? The suffering associated with this loss delivers profound wisdom and knowledge for your soul. Your unique gifts, talents, and abilities, as well as your joy and sorrow, will not only make up who you really are, but better yet, who you will become. The painful experiences of life are equally as valuable as the joyous ones. Focus all the positive energy on the good in your life and what you're grateful for. Again, the gratitude, right? We need to be grateful for everything, the good, bad, and ugly, all of it, because it brought us where we are. It made us resilient. Look at all this ugly stuff she has to carry, all the weed. It made us resilient. It all served purpose. Universe makes no mistakes. Everything has a purpose and meaning. Focus all your positive energy on the good in your life and what you're grateful for. Use your healing energy in this way and try not to focus on what you've lost, for new beginnings and happiness are just around the corner. Right? 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 Right around the corner. We're reaching for the light. The new door is already open. The universe is unlimited. Everything is possible. Literally everything is possible. This is so amazing. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Magician. You are connected to the universe. Look, this looks literally like the solar eclipse, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like an eclipse, right? So the eclipse is eclipsing your potential to create whatever you want. You are the Magician, number one, the new beginning. There is a change. There is a change happening right now because the new beginning is already here. It's already manifesting. Wow, I'm so glad I looked, because I always look at the end and then, oh my god, why I didn't. This card is one of the key reminders that you already possess all the tools to guide and direct you in your life. Whether it's wisdom, intuition, psychic skill, creativity, self-motivation, love, willpower, physical ability, or just pure courage, they all part of you. Once you learn to tap into and use them, you'll be amazed by the power and effect they can have. You have the ability to allow the universe to work in partnership with you. Together you can manifest change, whatever you desire, the desire may be, and bring about a positive outcome. This card represents your ability to create your own reality, to set ideas into motion and watch them grow. This card is often drawn when you're ready to switch direction, start a new project, or change careers. Now is the time to use positive thoughts, visualization, and affirmation as you veer away from negativity. Knowledge is power and can lead to success. By having faith, keeping your willpower strong and directed, and by tapping into the tools that you possess, as well as calling on the magic from the universe, you can accomplish anything and everything you set out to do. And traditional tarot was Magician. It was 1/11/33, just as I said that. I mean, this is just the perfect card to end on. Like everything, literally all the cards we pulled are bringing us to this manifesting of the new reality, the new world, the golden world, the Gaia, because we can. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. I have nothing else to add. So this is what the new moon's total solar eclipse is about. This is literally what it's about. This is what we might feel. Oh my God, how much I've lost. You know, how much I'm lost. My boat is gone. My comfort zone is gone. But this is not the world we came here to experience. We were being made much smaller and had to learn to breathe without oxygen because we were being deprived of the connection to the soul. But now it's back. It's coming back because the elders are saying you have to learn from the past and release the old patterns, right? You know, like, yes, we might feel that the boat has sailed away. But actually, perhaps it's something that you no longer need because you're creating something better, something new with your direct connection to the universe. Look at that crown chakra flaring up, connecting you to the universe. This is like, doesn't it look like an eclipse? I mean, come on. This is preparing you for the role of the Magician. You are the creator of your reality, number one. We're starting from the beginning. That's it. I leave it at that. This is the longest video yet. It was a short starting, slow starting, and also we had a noise disruption. Oh, and underneath we have a Hierophant. Learn, live and learn, live and learn. Okay, guys, I hope that this is helpful. If you're still watching, I wish you all the best of everything for this new cycle we are entering into as a human consciousness, inhabitants of planet Earth. And yeah, until next time, I speak to you again soon. Much love, everyone, and take care. Bye.